Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
hi, hi. I'm all right, and you? My I think my mic quality might be. I have some. Okay, I need to disable the stream. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Usually
I
helps,
was
yeah.
hearing myself through
Yeah.
the stream, and so I can't hear you in Zoom. So
Um,
okay, wait.
yeah, my mic is showing signal, so I'm just gonna keep testing, gonna keep
My
talking.
audio is device is a bit messed up.
It's all right. Computers are fun and useful. Kind of like take
Okay,
some time. You got it?
okay. Now I can hear you,
All right.
and
Uh,
so. A little forewarning of today I'm a ball of tension in my neck.
okay.
Like I'm totally cranked up and so I don't know if that's something that must be addressed before or
Possibly. Is the neck tension from any sort of like chronic injury or anything like that?
no, I don't have chronic injuries, just like back tension right
Okay.
now that's pulling on my neck.
Okay. Yeah,
So
we can work with that. But first, let's hear a little something and see where you're at.
okay. Uh L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love.
Okay.
And
All right. So let's work on stretching out the back. By the way, this morning, that is like what I did for like an hour. So happens. Um, and my back is still pretty tight. Uh,
yeah,
yeah, it's got some big muscles in there, and so uh, yeah. Are you sitting or standing? The curiosity.
right now I'm sitting. Yeah,
That's fine. So, in fact, ideal for what I want to do. Since you're so tight in the back, we'll do the same stretch that I did this morning. Are you in a rolling chair, or are you in just a normal chair?
yes, I'm in
Okay.
a rolling chair.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to kind of like, let me see if I, so let me change my camera here so you can see this. Doing exactly.
Uh,
Give me 1 second. Okay.
okay.
Right camera. Oh, I hope if it turned it on. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. That took a minute. Let's see. There we go. Fine. Okay. So I have my legs out real nice. Ignore the chicken suit. That doesn't matter. So what's important here with the rolling chair is that I have my feet like extended decently. Okay.
Okay.
That I have like a V shape. My feet are nice and planted on the ground. Okay. My knees are soft. I'm gonna let my head.
Soft.
Yeah. Just watch me first, because when you do this, you won't be able to see me. Okay. So it's like I have them out this wedge shape so that I get nice. Make sure that I don't like fall or nothing crazy happens. Okay. Then I'm gonna let the weight of my head.
Okay.
And I let the weight of my head come forward. And the head is like 15 pounds, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea behind this stretch and why it works so well is that as you breathe in your back is going to move. This also is going to stretch your psoas, which could be a big cause of tension. This is a great catch-all. So if you have a lot of tension in your back, there's probably a lot of things that are stiff. Okay?
Yeah, I also have a lot of tension in my sauce. That's also something that I have, so that
Say that again.
is a reasonable. Huh?
Say that again.
That's a reasonable system. So I'm trying the stretch.
It's really important to let your head dangle and try to breathe into your lower back. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do this for like a little bit. Usually when I do this, I'm just going to talk at you so you can pick up some information.
Okay.
All right. When I do this, I do it for like 5 minutes at a time, maybe 10 if I'm feeling zesty. Okay, Blitz makes it hard because when I do this, he's like, oh, it's time for me to get cuddled. So, yeah, so I've had to learn to do this stretch. What's going to be important too,
Stay in the position for 5-10 minutes, or like
we're not going to hold it
do
that
more
long.
sets.
So I like to hold it for like 5 minutes because it takes a while for the breath to loosen things up. Here's what's also important. You're going to let your arms hang in front of you like this, okay? Because you want the weight of your arms and the weight of your head kind of stretching you out.
I see.
Now, while we're here, just because I'm not going to have you do it for 5 minutes just doing it, but on your own time, you'll be able to do this. In preparation, I do it in the mornings.
Yeah.
So as you start to feel a little bit more loosening up on the back, on the inhale, on your exhale, just hum any pitch, doesn't matter. Could slide down, doesn't matter. Just make a sound. Are you shaking a little bit in your legs?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like not completely.
So your hamstrings might be tight. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
The shaking is not too much of a problem. But you can kind of like move your hips a little back and forth to adjust if it gets uncomfortable. Just like try to position yourself and your hips and your legs in such a way where it's not too much. But the stretch on the hamstrings is really good. So we don't often talk about people's legs on this channel. So this is like a nice thing that talk about because the legs are pretty darn big. So these are the hamstrings are kind of like a gym bro understanding of things. There's quite a few muscles here, right? all that, right? So if you got this going on, that can affect your glutes. The glutes are strong, right? And if the glutes are contracted, that can also tip up your tailbone, which can contract your lower back. So this whole thing here, from back to glutes to legs, is called the posterior chain.
Yeah.
This stretch gets all of it, which is why it's really effective. And a lot of times what ends up happening is when I try to work on people's back tension, if their legs are really tight, and this can happen if you do this back, if you sit like this, as I'm trying to get it to come back. Here we go. Like this, no bueno. Anyone doing that? You're asking for really tight hamstrings.
So you mean like with my feet pointed
If you're
on the ground?
yeah, if you have your feet underneath your seat, which happens in people's office, like they do that. If you have that going on, your hamstrings are going to get really tight, real
Okay,
tight.
so I need to be in a position where I have my legs angled forward.
Well, the position that I had you in with the V shape kind of thing,
So,
that'll be good. Right. So I imagine your head's up right now because you're talking to me and I hear you clear in the mic. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and
Uh,
go back in that position, the stretch that,
Okay.
and should be a little easier this time. It might be a little looser.
Yeah.
Okay. And same thing, just a couple breaths, feel the inhale, feel that expansion, and sigh on a hum. Do you feel how much more resonant you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my breath, I have not so much breath in this position.
Because it's tight. So, like, because you're stretched out and you're tight, like, it's already like if you're erect and not laying down, you're already tight, so it's not moving much. Now you're stretched out, so it's really not moving much. So you can't expand, and so you don't get a lot of breath. But that's why this stretch works so well, is you're challenging that stiffness and tightness. It will get easier in time. So we're gonna do a lot of this, okay?
Yeah, I start to feel that my back is feeling better.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit less cranked up.
Yeah. While you're sitting up, it sounds like you brought yourself up.
Yeah.
All right. The chest has been compensating for this tight back. It too is going to need some stretch. Not as much, but a little bit. So we can just do this for a little bit. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And breathe into it. Once that starts loosening up a little bit, you can go back and do the stretch where you're doing that.
So if I feel my chest is becoming too tight when I do the stretch, I I get up a bit with my back and do this.
The chest is
Loosen
tight.
my chest.
The chest is tight because the back is tight. So when you stretch your back, your chest will have less work to do, but it's still probably habitually a little tight just because it's compensating so much. Let me show you. So if your back is like this, right, you're like splayed out. Let's see how much I can see myself. Here. See like this? A lot of times we do this. so we don't look like weird. Yeah. But that's a
Yeah.
lot of tension in my chest to make that happen. Right?
Yeah. One thing I noticed, like trying to find my resonance, is that
Mhm.
like if I stretch my arm on the side, like using a column or something,
Yeah.
I had a lot more resonance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where kind of everything's connected. Let me go back to the anatomy. If your chest is contracted, it's going to affect your biceps a lot. So your
Yeah.
biceps are also like this whole like I focus a lot on the torso tension because it's of primary consequence. But you get to a certain point where like tension here will sabotage like the extremes, like a high C, right? So like it all matters. It's all connected. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, to be frank. It makes it quite challenging. So, for people like us who have like a lot of tension, these catch-all stretches do a lot more for us a lot sooner than like the put your hand here and breathe into it. Like that doesn't really work for people like you and
Yeah.
I until we stretch out in a big way. Because I have the same problem.
So it's like something that requires a lot of work. Like I should do the stretches daily. So
This would be more effective for your progress in singing than singing itself. Yes, it's that big a deal. I'm nuts.
yeah.
Yeah. Now that said, by the way, let me make this point. You're allowed to have fun. So, like, if you want to sing a little bit and you haven't stretched out, go for it and have fun. Just acknowledge it'll be difficult. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, your speaking voice sounds better already. What was your question?
I hadn't quite figured out how everything is connected. Like because I knew like I have some tension here, some tension on my shoulder, on my right arm, my right bicep, and yeah, stretching everything at once has helped me more than like focusing on
Yes.
individual muscles.
Yes. Again, for people like you and I, where we're just like wound up real tight, for whatever reason, yeah, that individual stuff is cool. It's good to know, helps to have, but it only makes sense. It's like I don't work on people's vowels until I fix like jaw and shoulder tension and all that stuff because there's no point. There's no point in getting you to focus on each individual muscle until you are like generally well stretched out. All right. So with that said, let's go back to the stretch.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel that, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel like every time I have more breath and more resonance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be spending a lot of time doing this. So it's like, this is one of those things where, like, most of my lessons, like, I throw a lot at people. mainly because people have a hard time not thinking. So when I give them too much to do, they turn off their brain. You have a real simple problem, right? It ain't complicated, just difficult. So we're fixing it in a very simple way, and it's a very intense experience, I imagine, that kind of stretch. So yeah, as you're doing this now, because I hear we've loosened up the back quite a bit. Make sure that you when you breathe, your chest expands as well. I don't have a non-thinking state, Zafiro. You will be punished then. Everyone gets tired eventually. Ooh, you hear that? You hear that like
That
buzzing?
reminds. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's a nice buzzing quality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it went
need
away
to
a little
stretch
bit.
my chest a bit now.
Yes. Yes, you figured it out. Dope. So it's interesting. A lot of people who have this level of tension are actually usually not body aware. That you figured that out real quick is good.
But I mean, I've worked very recently on like proprioception and body awareness,
Mm.
but I haven't done a lot of practice to unwind it because I didn't quite figure out how.
Yeah, it's you needed this is why in general I've made like how to sing videos in the past. I don't like them because everyone's got this weird there's just too many variables to help people with general catch-alls. It doesn't really work out, unfortunately. I wish it did, but it doesn't. This is to me like the best way to help people for real, like actually help them. You have a problem and luckily for me I've had like every problem. So, I am the anti-talent. I just bulldozed my way into solving every single problem that I had. And so since I had all the problems, I'm pretty good at helping people with them. So, all right.
Don't go with the just an anime girl, please.
So, I'm not saying that I'm not good at what I do. I'm saying I had a hard road to get here. And
Yeah.
the reason I specify that, thank you though for calling me because I do that. But the reason I specify that is because if you love to sing, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can overcome. It's not about talent or not talent. Do you want to do it? Do you love doing it?
Hmm.
Do it anyway. Don't let anyone tell you. Don't let difficulty come in the way between you and what makes you happy. That's the message I try to send there. So yeah,
Yeah. I think like there's some element of figuring out things because if I try to overpower all my tension, I risk causing other issues, like other tensions, because I'm trying to overpower it by force instead of releasing
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, it's the worst. I wish your willpower like worked for singing. Yeah, no, I would have been great. Oh well. Yeah. Let's get back into the stretch and get that
Yeah.
chest tension. Hold on. I just got to check. This is out of curiosity. Did you So what I heard was that like your hips weren't adjusted. Did you just adjust your hip position so that you can? Is that actually what happened?
I adjusted my hip position because I had a bit some shaking in my legs.
Yeah. I heard it. I was like, oh, he should probably adjust his hips. And then I heard you shuffle. I was like, wow. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's cool.
Mm,
Good job.
okay. Mm,
This is like the one thing I can vibe.
sorry.
No, sorry. I was responding to chat. You're good. Keep going. Oh, yeah.
Now I hear my neck tensing up when I do the note.
So here, sit up for me for a second because I can't hear you too well. What were you
Okay,
saying?
I had my neck tense up while I was trying to do the note on the exhale.
Let me help you out here, okay? These. These are tight. If these are tight, look what happens. Let me go back to this view. I'll get like a side view. Watch my neck. See that?
Yeah.
These are tight for you, okay?
Yes.
So let's spend some time because this is a weird one. This doesn't get it, right? That's just going to get the pec minor, pec major. These are hard to target. So instead of trying to target them, now we'll get into the breathing thing, okay? So go ahead and put your hand and breathe into them.
Yeah, like it's mostly I'm mostly expanding my lower like my stomach area and less I'm not expanding my rib cage a lot when I inhale.
So the rib cage, don't worry too much about it because intercostal muscles be really tiny. So when you got all this tension on these bigger muscles here, it's better to focus on the bigger muscles than it is to focus on the rib cage. Okay? These right now are what I want you to focus on. And these are really hard to get to. You can kind of do it with this a little bit. Is this stretch? I take my hand like this and I turn it out. That. Okay. And I have this. I can kind of get it, but it's not ideal. So it would just be head to the side like that, palm out and open, and then the chin goes like that. And that can help you maybe find it a little bit more easily when you breathe. Oh my God.
Yeah, now I feel when I breathe like it starts to hurt that muscle you showed me.
Yeah. Make sure it doesn't hurt too much. A little
Yeah,
stretch, like,
I'm
ooh. It should feel almost good, bad, you know? But if it hurts,
yeah.
hurts. Not good.
Now it's like the kind of normal soreness when I stretch
Yeah,
at my
good.
limit of my rep.
Good, good. So switch between those two sides.
Okay, I felt it on both sides.
All right,
Both.
good. Now, here's the thing. Have you seen any of the where I discuss myelin?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you've forgotten the back stuff because, like it's new. So go ahead and start with the back stretch again. This time when you do it, see if you can breathe into these muscles right here. It'll be harder because your arms are going to be dangling up like that. So the muscles are going to be a little bit, have less room to expand just by virtue of the shoulders being a little like that. But they should still be able to move. Yes, sugar cubies, yeah. The myelin sheath around the neurons.
So should I have my arms out when I do the back stretch in this
No.
or this angle?
You can leave them forward like that to help you with your back, so that the weight of the head and the arms help you with the stretch. It'll be harder to move these muscles, but you can still move them. All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to use the restroom, okay?
Okay.
Stick around this until I get back, and then we're going to do the stretch for the chest again, and then we're going to sink, okay? In the meantime, enjoy the lovely freedom that this stretch tends to give. Okay, let's get to the chest.
Okay.
And whenever you're ready, go ahead and sing your tune, okay?
Okay. Okay. Okay, first I start to feel my chest a bit looser.
Mm-hmm. You know, here's what we're going to do. Instead of singing the tune, sing it on a V, so you can't hear yourself as well. And what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to your body. We've done a lot of stretching, right? But one of the things that happens is we get into habits when we sing. I want you to be able to experience what's going on as you sing in your body as you sing relative to what we just
So
released.
I go for a V sound to.
Yeah. And then pay attention to your chest, pay attention to your neck, your back. See what's tightening. See if you can spot it as it happens, because it will come back a little
Okay.
bit. What's happening with your chest?
Cosa?
What's happening with your chest as you sing?
I'm closing my chest.
Okay.
I'm like my forward shoulders are coming forward.
Yeah, it's a habit, right? What about your stomach?
Oh,
Is your
what you
stomach
say?
tight?
Yes.
Yeah, move that. Try again. Okay. Are your legs clenched?
What are clenched?
Your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to.
Well, hold on. So, the stretches are great, and they're very important. The problem is, when we practice and we sing, we make habits. So that you have a lot of awareness is very good. Okay? So that's what we're working on, is awareness of these habits. Okay?
Yeah.
So now I've made you forget. Go ahead and start again. How's your chest doing? Specifically these muscles. Abs. Your stomach's tight. Right here. Right here in your back. This is tight.
Yeah.
Now it's a lot of this.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what's happening. Now that everything is moving a little bit, your inhale is larger than what you are used to. There's too much breath coming out, okay? You're gentle.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened to all that wonderful inhale? So when I say gentle, what I'm saying is that the stomach moves in a little bit, just a little bit. That doesn't mean I'm going to hesitate. Okay? So, what's the tension? Try it again. See if you can resolve and identify what spots are tight. What's tight?
Sorry, what's tight? No, my chest muscles are again.
Yes. Agreed. Try again. What else is tight?
Okay, yeah. Also, my neck is like uncomfortable in this moment.
Okay. Let's take a moment. Let's get back in that stretch, the big one with the head forward. And let's do some humming. Okay. What's the difference?
Now my neck is more comfortable. My chest doesn't feel as tight, but like it's also not.
So,
not
here's the
feeling weight on my chest.
yeah, here's the thing. Those are symptoms. the root cause is like the posterior chain. Okay?
Yeah,
So,
because my chest is tightening to keep me upright, because my back is trying to pull me back.
right.
Can feel that now.
Yeah. And your stomach is also working in the same way. Your abs are going in and up. It's the transverse abdominis, right? Is what's contracting there. Let me show you that. All right. Let me move each layer one at a time. Okay. So we have your obliques. These are good for twisting. Rectus abdominis, we're responsible for the six-pack, actually the least consequential in the abdominal wall. Transverse. This thing is strong as hell. Okay? You contract this thing, like, if you power lift, like, this is what you contract a lot of. Okay?
Yeah.
This is strong enough and positioned in such a way that it can counteract a lot of this back stuff. Problem, we don't want contractions. We don't want tension that fixes our tension. Okay, but we need to understand the reason. So this is getting tight because of this. So in that stretch that you're in with this like a nice big stretch there, make sure your legs are nice and loose too, okay? And just hum a little bit. Are your knees soft? Yeah, there you go. Make sure that you're trying to breathe. So this is going to sound weird. When you do an inhale, your hips should actually move. Yeah. Let me show you. Go ahead and come on up.
Okay.
Let me bring this up here. Mm-hmm. 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 Alrighty. So this is my TikTok. Watch how, see that right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you inhale, like look at how my glutes are moving and my hips and my legs. Like everything's kind of moving. Right? So you've been focusing on your back, which is good. But everything should move. Okay?
Okay.
So see if focusing on that helps. As you're breathing into your hips, make sure you're also breathing into your shoulders at the same time. Do you feel that difference? Yeah. Chest. A little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Abs. Move as well. All right. Go ahead and sit up and let's hear a tune. Hear your tune, okay? Okay. This
I have to
note
adjust my
note.
hips.
Well, hold on. We're gonna switch focus a little bit. You're doing note, 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 note. You're making your life way harder. One line. One exhale.
Okay.
Okay.
There's some crackling in my throat.
Yeah. So because you're like relaxing, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna relax, right? You have a little bit more energy. All right. So can you do me a favor? Can you stand? And just like kind of bounce a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just bounce, move a little bit. And do this with your arm. Da 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 da.
Okay, I'm okay.
No, I mean that was good. I don't know why you stopped.
I
Especially
was
sounding
like separating the notes again, articulating the notes.
Okay. You can fix that on the go. Yeah. Okay. Listen, here's what I'm gonna tell you to do this. I'm gonna interrupt for. I'm gonna make you forget here. By gassing you up. So I'm not sure if you watch on Twitch or YouTube. Okay. Your lesson started 2 hours into the stream. Okay. What I would do is I'd go to my YouTube, find the live stream after you're done. Right.
Yeah.
Listen to yourself in the beginning, and then listen to yourself now. Unrecognizable. Okay.
I also can feel the notes a lot more in my head, so I guess
Yeah.
I don't know how much bone conduction can alter my perception of my singing, but I feel more space.
Yeah, so it can alter a lot. And then there's also sympathetic resonance. So what's probably happening is that now that a lot more is loose, your nasal cavities hitting some resonant frequencies and stuff like that. It's just a consequence of resonance. As you change pitch and vowels and all that stuff, it can change how you experience the sound as well. That's why like working with your body is a lot more reliable. But if you're feeling the resonance, good. It's good. Yeah. It's a good sign that things are going okay. The best thing you can do, and the best sign, is does it feel easy to sing?
It feels like I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
When I loosen up, I'm not trying to push the notes like anymore, like against all the tightness I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Like before, at the beginning I was feeling like I was pushing the notes to get them to do any amount of sound.
Yeah.
When I'm relaxed, I feel a lot more sound. And now that I forgot, I'm again tightening everything again.
Yeah. But it takes time, you know?
Yeah.
So let's Get back into that stretch. And again, as maddening as it is to forget and be like, oh man, I had it. Right? That's how we get better. So it's like best not to hang on to it. Like once you find it, let it go. Let yourself forget and find it again. Bit maddening, you know, but that's how the body works, unfortunately. Ooh, hold on. Chest.
Abs.
Yeah, dude, good for you. Yes.
Chest.
And a little bit of lats. It's chest because of your lats, right? Under your armpits, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Contracting my neck.
Yes, the hips, the chest, and the abs again. And do the long notes, right? Not note, 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 right? It's no. All right, now come up, go ahead and stand and sing your tune. On the actual vowels, not humming.
Sorry?
Sing it for real, yeah.
Au clair de la lune. I won't try to have a good friend. Don't try to have a good French accent.
That's all right.
Au clair de la lune, mon ami Pierrot. I don't remember how it continues. I was just
That's
using
right.
the tune because it's familiar.
Well, so this is what happens a lot, and actually, this is a good thing. So when we sing, a lot of times when we memorize a piece, we memorize a piece sometimes through like physical association. So the fact that you forget means you're like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So like it's good because it's like that's what you want because you want to relearn how to sing this piece because it's got a lot of bad habits, right? So your body's in such a what's that?
I also switched up because at the beginning, the one I tried at the beginning didn't have enough differentiation for me to hear the different notes, to perceive in myself the different notes.
Sure.
I don't know how to say it, but it's
I think I
like
get it.
I couldn't feel the separation between the notes as
Yeah.
much.
Okay. Here's I'm gonna be a pain in the butt. As you're talking to me, your chest tension is creeping back in.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Same with your abs.
100%. 100%.
There we go. All right. So you know the assignment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to end a little earlier on the lessons, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes earlier, so that I have a little bit of time to kind of recover mentally
Yeah.
between lessons. So, yeah, go ahead and
I
practice
have a lot
this.
of things to elaborate.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Super effective. All right. You could literally take 2 weeks before booking again because
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of just this, of just what you've done today. And because these muscles are so big, the stretching is going to take a little bit to really kick in. So, as much progress as you've had today, there is no way that those big ass muscles have really truly had time to stretch. So, you're going to get better, like roll fast.
So it's like I have every morning I do this routine.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. This is one of the few instances where, like, having like a routine around it is good, just because the stretches are so effective. Just make sure you're being mindful and you're paying
Yeah,
attention
yeah,
to the
for
body.
sure. Because then, if I do it by habit, I yeah, I
Stop
kind of
paying
have
attention.
to cycle through the muscle groups. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Absolutely.
That was super helpful.
Yeah, this is like my problem. So this one I'm really familiar with. So yeah. All right. I'll see you, man. Good job.
See you. Thank you. Bye.
Absolutely. Bye bye.